Hi, so welcome. It's John582 here. Today we are doing facts about Peter Cushing's movies. So you can see here the movie Peter Cushing, Dark's Invasion of Earth, and Doctor Who, and the Daleks. So this Doctor is completely different. He's a movie Doctor. It's all for the big screen, with some scenes from the actual episode Day of the Daleks, Daleks Invasion of Earth. To the titles are different as well. What was I going to say? Sorry. Scenes from Doctor Who and the Daleks, and Daleks Invasion of Earth. The Daleks Invasion of Earth, which is now called Daleks Invasion of Earth 2150 AD, and Doctor Who, which is about Dr. Who and the Daleks, which is basically the same if you just count Doctor Who in the titles out from getting rid of the O-T-O, is it? I think that's how you spell Doctor. Or was it O-C-T-O? Yes, O-C-T-O. Bit of Doctor Who. So, one thing, guys, about this is this came out in black and white, of course, because it came out a long time ago. As it has a lot of roles from the normal one, it came out in black and white. It wasn't very good. I have to admit, watching it in black and white was pretty boring. Watching it now in colour, it's better. And now I've got it on Blu-ray as well, because I've got it on normal. I'm going to sell the normal one and get it on Blu-ray. I've got it on Blu-ray, so I'll get some money for my buying the Blu-ray versions, because there's two for the Blu-ray, one for the complete normal, two disc set. As in Invasion of the Earth, there's ships, normal ships, as you can see there. But the ships are of course different, because they're more like saucer shaped in the Invasion of the Daleks. Then in this one, they look more like models. They don't look as realistic. There's Daleks being, I'm not sure. I think they were pushed, but not as dramatically as they are. This is 10 times. This is like a remake of the whole Doctor Who and the Daleks and Daleks Invasion of Earth, and they made it 10 times better than it was. It's fact. That's why it's called Facts About Peter Cushing's movies, Doctor Who movies. As we know, there's a young Wilfred Moffat. Which one is he in? I'm not sure which one he's in. A young Wilfred Moffat. I don't think it will say cast on any of them. I just know Susan's in one of them. It doesn't say cast in any of them. But they also come with special features, which is cool. And they're not too long. They're just over an hour. So I think they're an hour and 20 minutes. So that's another bonus. So you don't have to be watching it for hours and hours on end and think, oh blimey, I want to turn this rubbish off. But it was old as well, guys. So if you're saying, oh it looks old, it looks crap, well that's what it was back in that day. Good stuff we didn't have. So this was fantastic. You got to set your mind back to the 1960s, guys. It was good for the 1960s, so I think it's good for now to watch it. For now, if you have that mindset from back then. A lot of people don't, but if you do, then you'll enjoy it. Because you have to realise nothing's going to be, quite right. And Peter Cushing as the Doctor is a very special. He's a scientist, more or less, and he's tried to create this time machine. Because he is basically a human in this one. I don't really know if you class him as a human towards the end of the movies, both movies, because he's more alien than the actual Daleks, because the Daleks in the Thals, well, in the Daleks Invasion Earth, they should be more alien than the Doctor, but he seems more alien to me, anyways, in my fact. His granddaughter, Susan, and Ian Barbara, but Ian's been played by two different people. It'd be funny to see an actual movie series of all the way up to the invasion. I'd love to see who. I know it wouldn't happen, but whose movie? I mean, the TARDIS. I'm not sure. Does it change? I haven't watched the film in ages, but I know which bit was different when they were driving. I'm sure they did drive in the actual episode, but they were knocking over Daleks, like pew, 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 knocking over Daleks, making them explode, or just falling apart. No, just falling apart. I'm thinking about another episode. Yeah, they were just falling apart like it was nothing, which was quite cool. For back then. I mean, I'm not that old, but for back then, it's quite cool to think they could do that. I mean, I haven't watched them on Blu-ray yet, but I can't wait to actually watch them. I mean, Peter Capaldi, as it even says on here, he's a Time Lord, but in the whole episode, you wouldn't class him as a Time Lord. You class him as someone who actually lived in the place. Lived on the Earth. You wouldn't class him as a Time Lord, as an alien. TARDIS signed goodly. The Daleks, because both these films have Daleks. I would love to see a film with a Cybermen. None of them are ever going to do them, anyways. Were fantastic. The Daleks are fantastic in both films. Now, my favourite colour stream has to be between the Bronze and Dalek second, the Supreme Dalek, and the movie Daleks. These movie Daleks are fantastic. Unlike these movie Daleks, which are just a plain. Well, they have some leaders. Plain silver. That's like the picture I have up here. Look, can I show you? Lot. That's the picture I have up there of when these Daleks invaded the Earth. Whoops. So yeah, it's quite different to how the actual episodes happened. So that's quite good about this, guys. They made it similar, but they put their own jizz to it, because that's what it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be the episodes, but with a little bit of movie glamour. The episodes, but with a little bit of movie glamour, and they won't be able to do this until 1996 again, guys. Until I don't even know. I don't think it was actually on the cinema. I think it was movie, like it's on the TV. It comes out first time on the TV. That's it. Which I'm sure a lot of people watched. And then it comes back 2013. I would say the bopper movie was this one. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this was the first. It says it anyways on here. Now fully restored, was the first big screen film. Blah 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 English. The first time Doctor Who was ever seen in colour. But I know this was in black and white, and I don't have the black and white version because it's fully restored into colour. So yeah, they're really good. They're really, really good. If I was you and I was a Doctor Who fan, I'll tell you to buy them. I'll tell you the facts are the facts. The facts are that Peter Cushing was a man who was a great actor. And he could act anything. He was in Star Wars, of course, and Dracula. Now, this man, he was playing a role which already had been taken up by William Hartnell but he did it in a movie style form, and he performed it like it was beauty, like it was beauty. He had to put his own spin onto it. I understand that, and it just worked with him. It worked, and it made it better for when Hartnell to him, because we don't want such a grumpy old man, which he was, but he had that level of being grumpy, but also considerate at the same time, which I just loved. You know, you got to be grumpy, you got to be sensible, but when sensible isn't needed, you don't need to be. And when a funny moment has to happen, you can be funny. Not like when Hartnell. You know what I'm saying? It's just brilliant. Just brilliant. Peter Cushing's movie facts that it was, guys. I believe they were, what were they? 1965, were they? 1965. Is this one 1966 or 1965 as well? 1966, yeah, 1965 and 1966. Those came out, guys, onto the big screen. Really, it's just about the movie and Peter Cushing as the Doctor, which is basically the Daleks and Doctor Who, innit? So guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please favourite. Please leave me a comment. And peace!